a bit better.
I think so too. I think UEF is uh, mainly for this is one of those maps where Ravagers are so good, man. Like you get to the Tech 3 stage, you make one Ravager in mid. The fuck you gonna do about that?
Yeah.
The map is flickering. Skill issue.
All right. Maybe Jip is watching and he can tell us very quickly what we should do.
My man, there's delay.
I think he can maybe try. Okay, I'm gonna just message Tagada. He can try to turn on his experimental graphics and rehost.
I mean, no one else is having issues on this map, so.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe I won't do that. I don't know.
Certain zoom level, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Dude, Tagada already finding excuses. Oh wait, let me forgot to change the screen.
Oh, do we have a vote? A bet?
I don't know. I don't do those. I don't know how to do those. I
Wait,
don't think I'm
who's
allowed
even
to
doing
even
it?
make the bets. Well, I'm not allowed to bet. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to make the bets.
I have no idea who is even doing it.
Only the government is allowed to set up gambling addictions in the Netherlands. Everyone else, it's illegal. It's stupid how true that actually is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, this certain gambling site, yeah, it's not allowed. It doesn't have an official license, and meanwhile the government is like advertising its own fucking gambling sites in ads on TV. Yes, thank you. We're responsible.
I mean, gambling is a form of taxation for the government.
It is. Just keep the poor easy peasy. Did he fix it? Okay, he did fix it. Thank God.
Alright, he fixed it. We're back. Game 3 of Tagada versus Turbo. Tagada UEF, Turbo Sarah, and this is match point for Turbo. Turbo is currently down 2 games.
Honestly, if there's a map where he should have decent chances on, it's probably this. At least compared to his map history over the last few months.
Yeah. I mean, he played like he should have been. He had good chances on Pyramid, but it was just a bad game for him.
Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo.
No,
I feel like
no, but that's not how you say it. He last game he had great chances on the pyramids. He was behind the entire game.
No, I mean just like in terms of the map, like Turbo is fine on a map.
Oh, like yeah, sure.
Yeah, like before the game started, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course, after.
I mean, it can still you can have a 3-0, but it still be a close series. That's actually possible. If it's like a 3-0 with all 3 games being below 20 minutes, that's it. Then it's one-sided. But if it's like 3 games of an hour,
we watched today was not a close 3-0, but Blast versus Wreck was, I think, much closer 3-0.
Okay. Okay, so some quick silence. Probably, yeah, gonna kill the 3 groups. Kind of misplaced. Okay, he just did it again. Why is it?
This is even worse, though.
Like, I'm not like he's just supposed to do it at this area, cause that's where you always attack move, and maybe then here as well. But this first area is the most important to break.
Yeah.
Engineer already got 1k E reclaim, man. It always feels like the engineer here will have a lot more range than on Tagada side than on Turbo side for some reason. I'm not sure why it feels like that.
Because you can see the range more.
Maybe because of the mountains.
It's just the angle of the camera, so
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is as well. Can you? Yeah, you can attack move all the way there.
The factory timings are pretty similar overall.
3 factories for Tagada. Turbo slightly faster with his next one. I think I know why. It's because Tagada isn't spending his mass near his match. He also walked earlier.
Yeah, Turbo didn't
Actually,
walk his ACU.
I think
He was
Tagada
building the whole thing.
built his Hydra with ACU. I'm not sure. It looked
Yeah,
like he's coming.
he walked
Yeah,
his ACU and built the Hydra.
I can see the
Whereas
footsteps.
Turbo,
Yeah, that's I. It's pretty common not to do that on this map.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, Turbo's build is pretty good.
yeah, I'd assume so. Let's see, it's he might mass stall in a bit though. He will mass stall in a bit. There's no question about it. Tagada is a bit faster with his expansions, by the looks of things.
True.
This engineer to the top 2 maxes is faster. Engineer to the mid from nexus is faster. His ACU is faster. So he's faster to every single expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And Turbo is still kind of stalling. This engineer that's going. I hope he doesn't lose that inchi to a tank. There we go.
Oh, the reclaim one. Oh my god, he actually probably will. There's no way.
The reclaim one. What? No,
Yeah, Turbo's reclaim. This
no,
one
the
will die.
inti. The inti was on 130 HP because it landed next to a tank.
Yeah.
But what's most important is that reclaim engineer. There's a few big rocks you're supposed to get there, and Tagada got there earlier, so that's
Look at
probably why
this.
Turbo Mass stalled. Yeah, he's gonna
Look at
lose
this.
it, man.
Because that's just so annoying. Because like that engine has so many orders, you don't want to reclick all those.
that's sometimes a legitimate reason to rush a bomber. Some engineer. It's like, okay, you dodged, okay, all your orders gone, have fun doing that again.
Yeah.
So I think the start from Tagada is quite a bit better, as you can see by the score. Wow, nice E is floating. I guess that's min maxing it quite nicely. I guess his mass stall is making up for it though. The moment he gets like one of these big rocks, he's not gonna have the E.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needs a transport. Just drop engineers.
He has one queued up after the current NT.
Okay.
And so does Turbo. They have the same transport timing.
Okay, that's fine. Bomber kills one expanding engineer from Turbo, but it's only managed to not kill one max. Tagada is looking to be a bit more aggressive with his ASU though. I don't understand why they're not building factories in the middle of all these maxes. Okay,
Yeah.
Tagada is doing
okay, well,
it here.
Tagada has one at the top.
But like in here as well, it's
Yeah.
so good. Nice misplaced factory here as well, by the way. In Tagada's base, it doesn't have any adjacency. It's such a good spot, man. Eco balance from Tagada is very good though. As I say that, he's about to stall 200 E per second. But right up until this moment, it was very good. Big air fight at the bottom.
Got denied, not denied, but like.
But the air fight is in
away
Yudi's favorite location, which is the edge of this giant cliff, which fucks with the pet finding and targeting and tracking so much. Like look how it's going up higher.
It's in the mountain. It's literally in the mountain.
A big tank attack from Turbo, but it's mostly a suicide of units.
Just the donation, yeah.
The donation is not as bad as just losing the units. You would rather just donate the mass to your opponents, give them 500 mass, but still keep the tanks, so you actually have units to fight with.
I find it so funny that Tagada is dropping the top, just because Turbo's intis were at the bottom, and he didn't want to fly through them, so he just sent it top.
Yeah, Turbo lost the air fight as well, though, and he's dropping the top later. He's also dropping it as usual, like, dropping them everywhere, but as a result... he's gonna be... Oh, this PD.
He's going to lose the transport before it drops here as well. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered.
No, he will drop... For some reason, Tagada's intis didn't fire. But...
Yeah.
The PD is up. For some reason, Tagada rushed the PD there, which is extremely strange in my opinion. I would rush a factory there always. But... Yes, it works out. He's dropping tanks as well, but only... Oh, he drops all the tanks! Okay. At the very least, Turbo managed to get the big rocks there. But a decent rate at the top, but... It has a factory.
This is a nice move from Tagada. He drops Ingis at the bottom to reclaim. Wait, that's 4 tanks.
1 engineer and 4 tanks. Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was 5.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's what you have to do eventually. That's why Tagada is also patrolling it with some of his own tanks.
Yep.
I mean, it looks very good for Tagada. He's secured the
It
top
looks very good.
plateau. Turbo doesn't have the bottom, and
he's denying the entire like reclaim field in the top of Turbo's base.
yep. Turbo doesn't have air either. It's now just like it's not over. It's like the mass incomes are still pretty similar. Turbo does have more E income, and he's working on his first tech to P-gen. Well, Tagada doesn't have
Tagada doesn't have T2 at all.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Okay.
So that's a big difference. There's no tech to transition from Tagada, which means
that's really late though. Like I feel like you should definitely have tech 2, at least on the way.
Yep, it's quite a tech 2 style map. That's why Tagada has 86 tanks compared to 60.
He's making 2 T2 mexes on the way, so I guess he'll make those and then start T2. But
I mean, he is floating enough mass to already start a tech 2. The first Ilshi is out though, and there's some support factories coming up. There's 4 support factories, 5 support factories. It's going to be Ilshi only spam, and with probably Phobos spam behind that. These might be too many factories. How much mass per second? 9 per second for an Ilshi. And he's only on 50 mass income. I guess you get reclaim, so it makes up for it.
I think that's fine. Tagada only starting it now, unassisted.
Yeah, that's. If Tagada had Tech 2, he would be in a great position, but now I think it's actually even.
Yeah.
Nice tank rate at the bottom of Tagada's
tank
base.
rate on the bottom, that's pretty nice.
That's crucial. That deprives him in the future of like 10k reclaim or something.
Yep.
And the tech 1 tank advantage from Tagada, I mean, if he's not pushing, then it's useless. Yeah. Turbo's tech to P-gen is now finished, so he can afford to make his gun without it being passed. The moment the gun is done, and
Tagada getting bottom plateau as well.
Yeah, that's true. Tagada is also some tech to maxes ahead. Only 1 actually, but he is. I had quite a bit of mass because he secured the entire top now. So it's it's still a good position for Tagada, of course, because of the entire top. But it's there's definitely some things that are in favor of Turbo. He needs to watch out with if he loses air again like this, then it will take a long time to get anything done.
I'm just wondering what Turbo can do. Like, if he gets gun, right, and he has a huge Ilshi army, that could just push in both expansions at the front.
The issue is, as long as you're reclaiming nicely, like for example the bottom, you can still make up for the mass disadvantage. But there's a raid from Tagada that's gonna kill a lot of reclaiming engineers.
Oh wow, that's a huge raid. Those 4 tanks that were dropped.
All these engineers already have 200 mass reclaims on average.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be insanely devastating to his ego.
Turbo going for some kind of. He's going to drop an Ilshi somewhere. Oh no, he dropped an Ilshi.
There's a Tech 1 tank assault, but without Ilshis, it's too early. There's 11 Ilshis on the field against 1 pillar. Tagada is now finally getting gun, but he doesn't have it. Okay, he does have a Tech 2 P-gen. Okay, he's getting. Wow, go into Tagada POV and look at his E. He's getting like 500 E per second worth of 3 reclaim.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go because it'll pop the cheating message.
Oh, you have Supreme scoreboard?
No, I don't. I have the default scoreboard. I don't know why it does that. It's only me.
Weird. Okay, this is very good from Turbo. I like this. He's advancing with his SU and Ilshis and PD creeping next to it.
Yes, that's perfect.
If he PD keeps like that, it's.
He splits off 4 tanks at the top just to kill the reclaiming engines. Like this is Tagada's easy.
This is really nice. The Ilshis are gonna get great value.
Wait, Tagada finished gun. Okay, he's getting gun in nano.
He's getting nano as well, which I think is a good move. Like making gun a walking forest, I think it's a bit too late, but like it doesn't matter if you decide. If you lose the mid of the map, you're just bunkered up in your own base. Like, he's gonna lose his top expansion. This reclaim field is already secured by Turbo. He's rushing a factory there. Sadly, the PD is retarded and is shooting into the ground.
Oh no, there's just a. Oh wow, yeah, that's.
Because there's this tiny cliff, and now it's missing the fucking tank as well, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is a great first start for his push. Now he needs to consolidate a bit. He dropped an Ilshi at the bottom with one Arty as well. There's a PD and a factory though, so it's a bit hard to say, but...
Yeah, the factory can just produce Arties and secure that, but Turbo needs to actually, secure this reclaim field.
Look at the income, it's almost the same, even though Tagada has a lot of the sides. Because he lost the 4 max expansion in front of his base and some other maxes in the middle as well. 2 maxes north of his base got raided, plus all his reclaiming engineers just got killed, which is also insanely important. And Turbo doesn't have that many,
Turbo
but
is just
he has
PD creeping. Tagada's trying to build a Sparky army, but Turbo already has MMLs.
No! Sarah PD! Look at the Sarah PD!
No!
That's so dumb!
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Wait, this little crater! Oh my god, the Triad, that's OP!
That's ridiculous!
Poor Turbo, man.
He has an MML, he has an MML. Just target the PDs, man.
Yeah. But I feel so bad for Turbo.
But look at he has 21 Ilshis against 19 pillars. Although Tagada does have nano...
Turbo's ACU is getting quite low. He won't be able to continue using it.
I think Turbo needs to jump on this PD base with Tech 2 PDs before it's online too much. Tagada might die. Turbo's auto-seeing against...
No, Tagada! You're ACU!
Oh, he's dead!
He's dead, yeah.
I think that's it.
GG. Alright.
Unless he gets a
Tagada
vet.
just stepped out
No, he got a vet! He might still die.
I think he's still dead, though. I think he's still dead.
It's so hard. Yeah, he's still dead.
Yeah. Wow, he just stepped out a little bit too long.
Nice! We're still in the series.
On the board. We have a series.
Oh, Turbo, the king of Darkfall, apparently. That was a very nicely executed push. He got very unlucky with Sarah PDs being Sarah PDs. I didn't know that these... I thought these are fake craters. I guess they're real. Which is terrible for map design, but for this specific reason. But even without that, his Tech 2 Ilshi transition was just so strong that... I mean, Tagada's was just
transitioned to T2 very well. Like, he had a good timing. He upgraded like 8 factories at the same time after.
Yeah.
And then, the push was great. Like, he had T2 engineers at the front right when the push started. Got the T2 PDs up immediately.
What happens, what's best explained, is Tagada got so much control of the sites that he figured he had so big of an advantage that he didn't need to risk pushing, or maybe that happened. Even though he had like 1.5 times the tank amount.
Yeah. No, like, I feel like he kind of lost track of how long the game went on for, because normally you transition to T2 when you feel like you should, right? And he just kind of forgot to transition to T2, because he had the mass to do it.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.